What's up, family? You're now tuned into another high value conversation with Jonathan Duong. Today, we're going to speak direct mail, right? A lot of people in the land space, when they're first getting started wholesaling land, they go straight to SMS, which is great. The barrier to entry when it comes monetary wise isn't too bad. You might be able to get in with an SMS software at like maybe $50 a month, $100 a month. But a lot of people are asking me how to add direct mail marketing to the arsenal so you're able to target these people different ways and get in front of them, right? Some people do SMS, some do cold calling, some do direct mail, some do Facebook ads, PPC, things of that nature. So I noticed from my experience, from the quality of leads that I get from SMS compared to direct mail always wins. It's more expensive, but you get inbound leads, right? When we're reaching out to sellers, when we're cold calling or cold texting, we're literally hitting them up out of nowhere. So if they own land, we just contacting them out the blue, and most of the time we know what the responses are, right? But when you send mail out or you do Facebook ads, people come and contact you. They'll say, "Hey, I got this mailer. I might be interested." So it's more inbound leads. They're more qualified, if that. But sometimes you still get the people that call you, just be like, that's part of the game. So don't let it bother you. That's just what it is. We all deal with it, right? So we're gonna go over a high level of how to do direct mail, how it works, what the process is, how to scrub the list, what you need to look out for. So we'll start with number one, which is market research, which is very important, right? And we're gonna speak in regards to targeting infill lot markets. So some people do acreage, depends on what you're looking for. You can do this the same way, just you got to change up the tactics a little bit. But we're going to target infill lots, and that's what we're going to go after when we're sending direct mail, right? So we're always going to start with Zillow with the free tools. All right, so we here, right? We're going to go straight to Florida. We're just going to do some high level research. So we're going to go ahead and go to lots sold in the last 30 days, right? So we want to just have some data. You can have a spreadsheet of all this stuff, which would be good actually. We'll go to newest. We have 3,063 results. So what we want to do is zoom out and compare this to different markets, right? I'm in the Florida market. I've been wholesaling land in Florida for the last 4 years. So let's try this market research in a different area, right? So we'll go to Georgia. In the whole state of Georgia, in the last 30 days for lots sold, there's 918 results. Look at Alabama, 518, Mississippi, 201. You could probably tell it's a non-disclosure state. South Carolina, 648. North Carolina, 1496, right? Let's check Tennessee, 109. Let's go New Mexico, 245, right? Arizona, 1134. So you can start to pick your markets this way. This is just an over high level, trying to see what's going on in the market, zooming into these little pockets to see what's going on, seeing what the layout is, right? The lay of the land. So you see seven bands, seven bands. You can see all these are pretty much shaped the way an infill lot subdivision would be. 10 bands. It don't look like there's any houses out here that I see. But you just zoom in and see what the layout's looking like. Right. So if we go here, we'll zoom in this little section, what they got over here. So this for 10 acres, 11 bands. Yeah, so it just varies. You want to get in, like I said, we doing this from a perspective of trying to find an infill lot market. So we're gonna go ahead and run it. So we can see, there's some traction around these states, but we know when it comes to results, Florida always winning. So what I like to do is I like to target lots that are $50,000 or above because there's more of a spread you can make. There's only so much you can make when lots are selling for 15, 20,000, but there's a different place. So when you have those markets where lots are selling for 20,000, you may be able to get it for 15, flip it for five, and you might be able to do two, three, four, 5 deals a month. But when you incorporate these markets where lots are selling for 100, 200, 300,000, you might be able to make bigger spreads, right? So when you combine these two plays, you're able to make over 6 figures a month, if that. But it just depends on your consistency with marketing and how many marketing channels you're doing and your follow up process. So we see that it went from 3,000 to 1,300. So more than half of these lots that sold in Florida were under 50K. And honestly, that's most of the markets that a lot of people start into. So we all know the typical markets where people jump into first, and there's money to be made there. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't do what everybody does. I like to go my own way. So that's just my perspective. You guys do what you want. I'm just speaking from experience, right? So now if we do the same market research with 50K above, we got 1,300 here. Georgia still pretty decent. South Carolina 451. North Carolina, I think it was 1,400, went to 926. So, you know, you could pick your market. You could run it how you want to, right? So let's go here. We want to look for the pockets. We already know there's major markets where there's national builders in there. You get their criteria, you run it. So we're doing market research now, starting from square one. We want to look around. See, there's a lot of action going over here in the last 30 days. And we zoom in and we see typical infill lot house, infill lot house. That's what we're looking for, right? 70, 64, 68, 252. That got to be a mistake. You should, you just look deeper into that. 71, a set 61, 70. So you can see it's pretty consistent. There infill lots. There's a lot of opportunities here. So now you say, hey, Palm Coast looks decent. You know, I want to get deeper into it. I want to see if I can connect with some buyers or builders or some major players in this market, build that relationship, get their criteria. Then it goes to hunting, right? So, for example, if you just want a quick overview of how to find the buyers and builders, you can use PropWire. I use PropStream, LandVision. There's DataTree. There's so many data providers, but PropWire is free. So why not, right? So Palm Coast is already here. We'll do that. We'll go to lead types, cash buyers, property types, land. We'll go to owner filters. We'll go to business, right? And then we'll go to financial, financial filters, last sale date. I'll probably go back maybe a couple months just because these data providers, it takes a while for them to update things. So it might be lagging a couple weeks to a month. From my experience, it might be different with the platform that you use. So let's just say August 1st. So we got 81 results. All right, let's go ahead and move that a little closer. So if we go from August 1st to September 1st, let's see how the results change. We want the most active buyers. You see that big change? So there's probably way more buyers than this in the last 30 days. It's just they need to update the data. You click here and you got your buyers, right? So when you're finding buyers, there's different ways to do it. You could pull a list of buyers, upload them into a skip tracing platform that skip traces LLCs and run it that way. But what I noticed is you're going to be dealing with two different types of builders. National builders, where you're probably not going to get the owner that you can talk to on the phone. You're probably going to have to call their direct line, be transferred to this department, transfer to this department, then get a voicemail. Or you might find a mom and pop builder where you can actually find the owner, contact them, and build that relationship with them to essentially, do business together. So you would just copy the name of the business. You could just put it into Google, see if a number pops up, or you can go ahead and go the route of looking at who owns the LLC and skip trace the number, true people search them and get them on the phone, right? When you get these people contact information and you reach out, the conversation may be simple. Hey, my name is Jonathan. I see that you're buying land at Palm Coast. Just wanted to see if you're looking for more opportunities. You know, let them speak. Yes, I am. What do you have, Jonathan? Hey, we just sold a couple lots, but we always get opportunities in the area. What are you looking for? We just want to send you stuff that makes sense for you, right? Get in their criteria. So, hey, yeah, I see that you bought this lot. You'll have the data here. So you kind of have you have a perspective of what they're paying, right? So, for example, if they would have bought it for 70K, it looks like, a transfer went on. It says NA. But if they would have bought it for 70K, I see that you bought land around 70K. Is that the price that you're trying to be around for the standard 14,000 square foot lot, 10,000 square foot lot? and kind of just it's a genuine conversation. You know how to find land at a discount. That's what you do, off market land, great opportunities, and you want to provide them a service. They don't gotta, they don't gotta do nothing but just give you the criteria. So you just have that casual conversation with them, build relationships with them, and you got the buyers here, right? So you run it like that. You go through each of them. You try to build those relationships, build your buyers list, make sure it's solid, get that criteria. You feel me? So once you do that, this is where the fun begins, right? You found a decent market. You can do this in any state, right? You can do this in Arizona, North Carolina, wherever you want to play, wherever you see there's decent demand, so you can bring the supply in, right? Then you go ahead and find your buyers and builders, build that. Then it turns into a marketing game. So most people, like I said, do SMS first, but a lot of people are asking me how to get into the direct mail. So, for example, if we were to say, okay, we're going to move forward with this this market, we're going to go ahead and remove cash buyers. We'll keep it at land. We'll go to these filters. We probably take off the business and do individual and bank trust, right? And then we'll go to financial filters. We'll remove this, and we'll go to owner filters and put minimum ownership, let's say 5 years. They at least own the land for 5 years, individual, banker trust. And we got 1490 results, right? So direct mail could get costly, right? It could be from 60 cents to 70 cents a letter, depending on the features that you're putting on the land, right? And you can do different type of mailers. You can do blind offers. You could send a general letter. Hey, my name is Jonathan. I'm buying land in the area. If you're interested in selling, give me a call. The blind offers have the offer on it already. So for example, if we see that there's stuff going on and we're getting the criteria, we understand that the buyers are paying from 60 to 70K, you can go ahead and just offer everybody that got a 10,000 square foot lot 50, 55. It depends on how much you want to make. It depends on how much competition. There's a bunch of factors in there, right? But you want to make a competitive offer because you can see that there's a lot of traction going on. So another thing I like to do is just go to for sale, right? And see what's going on around here when it comes to lots for sale. So when you go to for sale, let's say 197, you go to pending. So there's almost 70 lots that are pending. So it's moving, right? Decent market, definitely a decent market. So you go ahead, you mess around, you hold up, so select page. Now I don't really use this platform, so I'm just trying to get used to it, see what's up. All right, so if we were to go ahead and do this, there's a lot. Let's say there was 1,200, right? And you wanted to send some mail. And we'll say 65 cents. So 1,200 at 65 cents, that's $780. So one deal, granted, one deal will take care of your mailing costs, all your marketing costs. You probably make whatever you make. There's no um, specific number. It just all depends. But 780 to make a $10,000 deal, I think is worth it. You're not gonna always get deals on your first mailer. You're not always gonna get leads. Sometimes you might have did something wrong, price wrong. That's part of the game. You learn from it. Keep track of your KPIs for your next mailer, right? So let's say we're gonna run this and we wanted to move forward. And if you did the whole list, like I said, you'll be looking around $800. And if you wanted, I'm just for just so I could show you guys how I scrub the list, which is very important. You want to remove duplicates. You want to price it if you're doing blind offers and things of that nature, right? So let me see here. All right, let's just do this, right? So we'll go ahead. We'll download only. Yes, download only. There should be enough data. The only data we need to price to scrub. Go to my activity. So we're running like this. This all off the top, family. So if y'all got any questions, just post in the comments below. But this video is way overdue. A lot of people are asking about direct mail, and like I said, my best quality leads, the biggest spreads have been from mailers for some reason. So trying to give y'all to add some value for sure. See what's going on. So yeah, in the meantime, you do the same thing. You can do it anywhere, family. Go to sold, the last 30. The data these free tools be giving, like if Zillow had a monthly subscription, I'll pay for it because it's essential in my business. I don't know about y'all. But sold lots in the last 30 days. You can see what's going on. And then zoom into one of these markets. You see 40. Okay, boom. What's going on here? Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. So when you see things like this, it might have been to where all three of them sold for 42 or, 42 each. You just got to confirm that. But seeing this one at 49 makes me think that it sold for 42, all three of them, because this big old lot sold for 49. But then you could also cross-reference it with for sale, right? 164. But yeah, let's see if we got the data. We got the data, right? We're going to download it. Go ahead, open that. All right, let me see if I could move it over here so you guys can see it. All right, boom. So this is the data we got. Address, city, state, zip, county, acres, lot, square footage of the lot, and things of that nature. So we need yep, they got the owner names, and mailing address is what we need the most, right? So we need to scrub this data. And we're going to assume that we're doing blind offers, right? So we're going to have to have an offer price. So let's run it. Let's scrub it. So what I did was I opened Excel because I like to work through Excel. So let's go ahead and move over the data we need from numbers to Excel. So we'll go ahead and see. First thing we need is owner first name and last name. Let's copy that. And go to the Excel, paste that. And this is the thing though, when you're doing mailers, you don't have to pay for the data. You got to pay for the letters because you don't really need to skip trace. All you need is the mailing address, right? So we need mailing address, city, state, zip. We'll copy that, paste that. We need the address, city, state, zip. You can add the county too. Copy that, paste that. And let's see, we'll take that lot square footage for sure. We'll add that. And then we'll do they got the APN? Yes, they do. We'll take that too. Boom. So what we're going to do here, right? All right, family, before I was rudely interrupted. So we're going to go here and we're going to price them out by the square footage. But we know that usually these lots are around the same square footage, right? Standard 10,000 square foot lot. So if we go ahead, we sort it. There was some 20,000 square foot lot. So you might offer double. It might be an ocean lot, or it might be in a different area where land is selling for more or less. So when you do this, you want to be very specific. I would recommend using your shape tool, right? Using the shape tool, for example, to pick the area specifically, because you might get lots that are outliers, but we just want to target the standard 10,000 square foot lot for our buyers and builders. So for example, anything that's over 10,000 square feet, just for this example, we'll go ahead and we'll delete that. So we got 10,000 square foot lots around the board. This list is going to be way longer, for example, right? But let's say, boom, we're going to go ahead and delete that. Our buyers, for example, our buyers criteria is I'm paying $70,000 for a 10,000 square foot lot in Palm Coast, right? So we have that. Now what we want to do is remove duplicates, right? Because you don't want to send mail to the same person. It's expensive. I made that mistake a couple times. So what we're going to do is copy this. I'm going to show you a little trick that I paid thousands of dollars to learn, even though I probably could have learned it for free. I just didn't know I needed it, right? So we're going to go here. We're going to go to data, filters. We're going to go ahead and go to sort. So what we're going to do is go to dupes, and then we're going to put this equal if this is equal to this. Put 1, if not, put 0. Then we're going to copy this and paste it this way, right? Paste. Right? So it looks like in this specific, we only got one duplicate. I'm glad we had a duplicate so I can show you for, illustration purposes as an example. So we'll copy that. Then you're going to go to paste special because you see the code is here. So go to paste special and then go to values and numbers. That way, when you click on something, it's the value of the number, right? Then you'll go to dupes. You'll go to filter, and then you'll get all the duplicates are the ones with the ones, right? So you go ahead, boom, boom, go ahead, delete that. So now you remove all the duplicates. There's probably going to be way more if you're pulling a bigger list, but this is just for an example, right? So we got owner first name. I usually like to run it like this: first name, last name, mailing address, mailing city, mailing state, mailing zip, address, city, state, zip, county, lot, square feet, APN. So we got everything we need here. So a lot of people, when they send mailers, they might do an offer code. So they'll say, what is your offer code when the people call in so you know who you're speaking to? That's a good idea if you want to do that. You can do, for example, offer code. You could put Palm Coast or Palm Coast 1, Palm Coast 2, or however you want to play it. I just use the APN number. I just say, email me, text me your APN number, or I'll just ask for the address. Most of these got addresses, but when you hit different markets, we know sometimes it just says Main Street because it's a vacant lot. It doesn't have a full address, right? So if we're doing blind offers, you want to price your mailers, offer price. So this is for infill lots is going to be pretty straightforward when you're targeting what you're targeting 10,000 square foot lot. We know that, our buyers are paying 70,000. So you offer, when you test the market, you've been sending, text messages. You can kind of get the gist of how things are going, right? Let me get back on here of how things are going, and you can kind of figure out what you want to offer, for example. So if you wanted to go back here and then we'll say 55,000. Let's see if you want to start there. So you go ahead, copy, go here, Command D, duplicate. Everybody get a $55,000 offer. Now, if you're, when you send these out, if you're close with somebody, they're like, no, I need 65. You still know you can make it work, but you don't want to make an outrageously low offer to where, especially in a market like this in Florida, where people are being touched multiple times in different ways. So you want to make sure that your offer makes sense. So it's kind of, for example, if you're in a market where there's 10,000 square foot lots and then there's double lots, 20,000, you can up your offer a little bit, or, you get the gist. You understand, and you know how to use your own mind and your own thoughts, and you know how to use your brain so to kind of get over these. Because I know sometimes people may think, hey, what about this? What, just, think about it. If it's double the lot, your buyer will essentially almost pay double, if not pay double, and then you can offer more. So you'll be able to adjust your offer accordingly, right? And then run it like that. So when it comes to that, now you need to have a template, right? Because once you have this list right here, this is really all you need to send the mailer out. First name, last name, address, city, state, zip, address, city, state, zip, this property, mailing, APN, offer price. You could put an offer code as well, but you're going to need a template. You're going to need a template to upload to the mail house of your choice. So you can look for different mail houses where you can send your direct mail. Basically, what you would do next is you would save that list that you just priced out. You could put your offer code, And once you do that, you're going to have a template, a one-page blind offer, or if you're not doing blind offers, you could just pull that list without putting the offer price and just send people mail. Hey, my name is Jonathan. We buy land in Palm Coast. If you're interested, give me a call without an offer, right? Or you can send postcards. You could run it however you want to run it. But once you got mailing addresses and you got people's names, you just have to upload that into a mailhouse website, and then your one page blind offer template, you upload that as well. And I'll show you an example so you can understand how they'll match the fields. It's just like when you do SMS, you'll put in your first text message, you'll say, hey, seller first name, and they'll put the first name for you. So you don't have to do each one. They handle that for you. You scrub the list, send it over to them, send them the template they know to fill in the fields, and then they send it out for you. So you can set it in one batch, depending on how many mailers you're sending out, or if you're sending thousands, you could do batches of 1,000 every week, or however you want to play it. But at least you got the overall consensus of how you can get started sending direct mail ASAP, right? All right, so I pulled up a little template for you guys, right? For example, this is going to be your information: name, address, phone, email, parcel, or you could put offer code, APN or offer code. They'll fill it in for you. Owner name, you could put first name, last name, put it here. Offer to purchase your land in county, they'll fill it in. And then state, they'll fill it in. You could change this however you want. You could put the address here, you could switch it up however you want to play it. Call your number, right? And then you could change all this, whatever you feel fit. APN, it'll show property address. If it got an address, it'll show offer price. If you're going to send a blind offer, closing date, expiration, right? So basically, that's an example of how you want to play it. And then once you do that, like I said, you upload the template, whatever template you want to use. You don't have to use that one. And then you go ahead and upload the list, and you go ahead and run it like that, right? Now, when it comes to the incoming calls, now you have to figure out, do you want to pick up the calls, right? Do you want to use a Google Voice number to put on there so when they call your Google Voice number and you know it's a mailer? Or do you want to use a VA company that picks up your calls for you? Or do you want to use however you want to play it? Do you want somebody to pick up the calls for you and ask a series of questions to vet the lead for you, or do you want to do it yourself? You just got to see what part of your journey you're on, and what you want to handle and what you want to hire out, depending on your marketing expenses, right? But yeah, so this is how we play. Same way as if you're going to do SMS, market research, break it down, get deep into it. What are lots selling for? How many are active? What's the new construction looking like? If you want to see that, for example, you go to Zillow, go to for sale, you go to all, you could go here, reset filters, and then you'll go to year built 2024, and then you can see what's going on. Okay, there's new construction here. Let's zoom in. Standard infill, boom, new construction. Click on that. Go ahead and run it like this. Is it going to tell us what the builder's name is? Let's see. Zoning, right? Single family. Trying to tell you, fam. So boom, call them up. Hey, my name is Jonathan. I see you building out in Bullhead City. Want to see if you're looking for more lots. We might have some available. What are you looking for? I just want to send you things that make sense, that fit your criteria. Build that relationship. You could go ahead, pull the list, skip trace it, text blast the sellers. Then you could go ahead and upload the mailing addresses with the template, send them out, hit them with the blind offers or just a regular template, and then just consistently market, family, because we all have our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? In the last month, I had to cancel my last 3 deals. None of them worked out. It's been ups and downs, but it's part of the game, family. You just got to consistently market. Consistently market. There's months I make $0, like I always say. There's months I hit $250,000. So it's just been a blessing, but you got to remember that during the tough ones, when you got to close deals, you got to send cancellations and things of that nature. You got to push forward, try something new, maybe add some marketing, or whatever's not working, cut back. Just figure out how you can consistently move forward and persevere. You know what I'm saying? But I hope this helped, family. I just wanted to put something together. A lot of people have been asking about direct mail for a while. So this is just, if you guys want me to go deeper into details, I could definitely do that. But I just wanted to put some together for you guys so you guys could see, like, just an overview. But you add your own sauce into this. Figure out what works for you, and then go ahead and go crazy. You know what I mean? So get your marketing budget, know what you're spending money on, know where your money is going, what subscriptions you're using, what subscriptions aren't really helping your business that you could cancel, how many mailers you're sending out, how many callbacks you're getting, how many of those callbacks turn into contracts, and how many of those contracts turn into closed deals. Then you'll be able to figure out your average assignment for how many mailers you're sending, KPIs, right? So yeah, family. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, comment below. If you guys need any templates, let me know. And if you guys got any advice for me, post in the comments. I'm still learning. I'm a full-time student, family. I've been doing this for 4 years, but there's things I do not know, and I know that. So, like I said, you don't know what you don't know. So, if you can help me out in any way to fine tune my process, let me know, family. And yeah, subscribe, show love. If you got any questions, join the High Value Land Group. And blessings on your journey. Let's go.